Louisiana beer reviews. Bosman. Sorry about that. Bosman Szcezecin pale lager beer. Szcezecin pale lager beer. All right. So this is a Polish beer. This was sent to me by Douglas in Virginia. Thank you, Douglas. He was on a road trip to New Jersey and he went into these Polish bars, called liquor stores, and he said he could hear the old guys speaking Polish, just like when we used to drive around Louisiana, hear the old guys, well, they weren't old, speaking French. I still hear some people speaking French, honestly. Store in a cool place. Well, he shipped it to the mail. Best when chilled at a temperature, of cold, 4 to 8 degrees Celsius, just above freezing. Bosman beer, Bossman, kind of like the Bossman IPA in double IPA, American IPA, and hazy IPAs we get here from Wisconsin, is a true gem of Poland. Amber gold lager consisting of an exquisite hoppy bouquet with a mild and subtle taste. The perfect combination for all beer lovers. Now they're telling you all beer lovers. Pale lager beer, pasteurized, 5.6% alcohol. The websites and all are saying 5.7, but it could vary batch by batch or different countries. Ingredients: water, barley malt, sugar, barley and hops. Sugar is the fermentable, the adjunct, just like corn syrup. They use in a lot of the Miller Coors beers to have the yeast turn the sugar into alcohol. Hops, produced in Brewer Bosman in Szczecin, Poland. I'll have to look that up. Imported by Euro Liquor LLC, Tower Road, Schaumburg, Illinois. Some of these towns, like this one I'm naming now, they'll have different names, like when they were under the control of Austria or the German Empire. They had different names. Like Szcezecin. Szcezecin beer from Poland was Szcezecin when it was German, Szcezecin. And like in Slovakia, Bratislava was Pressburg. In Lvov, in Ukraine, used to be a Limburg. All right, anyway, I'll have to see if this is one of those towns that was under different ownership. And I don't mean corporate ownership, I mean national, imperial ownership. It's a Carlsberg ownership, though, these days. They say that he sent me information, say it goes back to 1840. Not indicating that on the can that I could see, but I believe it. So we get the Bossman ales here. Now I got a Bosman lager. So 5.6, yeah, we get 5.6 adjunct lagers here. Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor is a good example. That's very popular in this parish, or you would say county where you live, but Louisiana has parishes, not counties. We get a lot of Mickey's, tall cans, and the little beer barrel bottles at Mathern's, and it seems to sell like crazy. And it's 5.6 and uses a sugar adjunct corn syrup, which is a type of sugar, really. Smells crackery though, like a Euro. I'll say Euro malt liquor, a Euro beer. There's almost like a honey note to it though. Yeah, Rapier hates it. They give it a 5 out of 100. Like a 45 in the style. But literally a 5 out of 100, which would be 95% bad. Imagine that. Beer Advocate doesn't have enough scores to give it a score, an average. Untapped gives it 59. Acceptable. Honey nose. All right, cheers. Thanks again, Douglas. You would never confuse this with Mickey's Fine Malt Liquor. Or Colt 45, another 5.6%er. It's too glutinous and crackery. Kind of a so-so lacing here. But with Mickey's and Colt 45, you might get kind of a so-so lacing there. Medium body, mostly dry finish. They're adding straight sugar. I assume it says on the label sugar. Don't know if it's made from beets or cane. I think in Europe they use a lot of beet sugar. There's a wheat ale from Parish Brewing that uses cane syrup. It has kind of a similar taste to this, kind of that, well, sweetener taste. Natural sweetener, not artificial sweetener. Oh, those are just bad, bad, bad. Oh, terrible, horrible. I could see that this would be a one and done pint can, because it's pretty sweet and kind of strong, and it would get next to you after two. You know, one would be nice. The second would be kind of, Mickey's, you could have two 12s. This is a 16. And no, this is a 500, 16.9. So yeah, after two 12s with Mickey's, you'd be kind of, you'd get a little much. But if it was like, say, light beers, like Milwaukee's Best Light, Busch Light, Coors Light, Keystone Light, you know, those are just so guzzable, which probably gets people in more trouble because they don't push them away. There's the air conditioner coming on. Still summer. Score. Well, it's certainly not a 5 out of 100. That's a outrageously low score. 59 is more in line. And remember, Untapped's 59 is more like everybody else's 69 or 70. It's very pleasant. Like I say, for one can, I wouldn't want to drink more than one in a day. But they probably make some light versions. I know they make some imperial versions too, like stronger than this. I was looking at the website. Not Carlsberg. Well, you know, like Beer Advocate was listing all the beers from this outfit, and which is Carlsberg, but you know, their subdivision. This subdivision, and they had a 9%er. One of these would be a little hard to deal with. I'm going to go with 87 out of 100. 8.7 out of 10. It's a good beer. It's a good beer, Bosman. Bosman. As soon as I saw that ship, I said, I bet that means boatswain. Boatswain. And it does. And there's a whale and like a tentacle for a giant squid. So they're really having an adventure out there in the Baltic Sea with this can label art. So, yeah. Thanks, Douglas. I know you appreciate. I know you know that I appreciate it, so I don't have to harp on that. But yeah, a B. 87 out of 100. An X. 87 out of 100. A good beer. It's not an excellent beer. It's a good beer. Would I buy a 4-pack? Well, I can get Wernesgrüner at Aldi right there for $5.99 a 4-pack pint, 500 milliliter cans. So, I mean, if I saw this for $5.99 for a 4-pack, yeah, I would buy it. But I wouldn't pay like $7.99 for this. Just like Velton's, I wouldn't pay $7.99 for that. I did to try it, but I mean, I can always get Wernesgrüner, well, until inflation causes that change. But still, I can still get a $5.99 for a 4-pack, and that's your deal. That is your deal right now for pilsners. Pilsners to me are like the most enjoyable European lagers. So yeah, well, maybe the Baltic porters are the most enjoyable. Those Imperial Baltic porters that are like 13, 14%, which is a type of lager, but they're a little much, but they are very enjoyable. Anyway, sorry for the noise, but so les bons temps relais, a B beer, and I'm going to end this review by saying y'all go to Poland and take a brewery tour.